Guys, going to talk very quickly about helmets. More importantly, 3 golden rules that you should follow, or that more experienced bikers or scooterists will tell you when you're buying your first helmet. Number 1, don't buy second-hand because you don't know where it's been, you don't know how it's been treated. Number 2, don't borrow from a friend because their head is different than yours, it probably won't fit. Number 3, don't buy online because you may not be able to send it back if it doesn't fit. Now, I've done all of those 3 things, and I'm going to tell you very quickly how it panned out for me. So watch till the end of the video. At the end of the video, there's going to be a link to a review of the helmet that I'd settled on and I'm wearing now, okay? An in-depth review. But let me just tell you very quickly, I was very keen to get going and get myself kitted out before my scooter arrived. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I bought a second-hand helmet for 25 quid, okay? And it was this one. It was fairly local to me. I went along, checked it out, thought it looked okay, and I bought it for 25 quid. Now, they say that you should never buy second-hand because if it's been dropped, you have no idea what its history is. It could be damaged, and it may not give you the level of protection that you need. But I bought it for 25 quid. Now, the problem was, I went along, I tried it on, it felt okay, but check this out. Okay, it looks like a cross between the Village People and California Highway Patrol, right? Chips, do you remember that from the 80s, Chips? Now, I didn't look in the mirror when I tried it on. I simply stuck it on my head. I thought, yeah, that fits. I didn't look in the mirror, so I didn't see how it looked. It looks absolutely awful. And secondly, I didn't leave it on long enough to know that it was a bad fit. I tried it on for maybe a minute, 2 minutes, thought, yeah, that fits. The problem is when I got it home and wore it for 5 minutes or up to 10 minutes, I took it off. I had massive indents in my forehead where it left an imprint. So a really bad fit, and that's the problem with buying second-hand. When you go to a shop and you can try them on, or you can actually try them on for a period of time, you get a much better feel as to whether it's the right fit for you after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? So that's something to bear in mind. So that helmet was not for me. I've never worn it, and I'm going to sell it on, okay? The next helmet that I used was one that I borrowed off my friend Dave. Now, for me, that worked out as a temporary measure. I borrowed a helmet from a CBT. It fitted me pretty well. It was the one with the full face helmet with the chin piece. And, I was safe because that's the one I was wearing when I took the little tumble onto the grass. The chin piece just skimmed the grass. It worked for me, right? It was a good fit. It was a good helmet, nice helmet, fitted me fine. But I was lucky in that my friend had quite a few helmets and he picked the best one that was more suited for my head. So borrowing can work out as a short-term measure. But then the third one, the one that I bought online, okay? And this is the Bi-City helmet. Now, I'm going to do a separate review. There's a link at the end of this, or there will be a link at the end of this when I've done the review. Great helmet. Now, I bought this online, okay? I bought it online. People say that you shouldn't buy online, especially during COVID, because once you've worn it, you may not be able to send it back. So for me, I ordered it online. It came, it was a brilliant fit, very, very comfortable, very, very nice helmet. And I checked before I purchased it that I could send it back if it was a bad fit. So that's what you've got to do. If you're buying online, especially during COVID, just make sure that you can send it back once you've tried it on, once you've worn it a little bit, okay? So for me, buying online worked out. Buying secondhand locally didn't work out. Borrowing from a friend did work out as a temporary measure, okay? But, the best option is to buy brand new if you can afford it, because you know the history of the helmet and it's not been damaged, okay? So guys, always look after your helmets. Be safe.